Oh, crunchy, crunchy, crunchy. And look in there. Perfectly cooked chicken. Hi everyone, welcome to Backyard Chef. I'm Rick. Today, Zinger Burger. Chicken Zinger Burger. Easy to come together using our Zinger seasoning mix. And there's a link on the channel and in the description if you want to make it. Okay, we're going to start off with making a little bit of a Zinger mayo actually. And then we'll get onto the chicken. Now the chicken I'm using today are chicken thighs, skinned and boned, and they've been sat in buttermilk and 1 tablespoon of hot sauce for 6 hours. There you go. Now if you don't know how to make buttermilk, 1 cup of milk, 1 tablespoon apple cider vinegar, you have buttermilk within 5 minutes. So you just work out what you need to make. Okay, let's just make this mayo dressing to go inside our burger. So in here I've got about 3 tablespoons of mayo. Now you could do more than that, you know, you could do 4, 5, whatever. So we want to be adding a little bit of sriracha sauce to that, because we're making a zinger mayo. I'm going to add just a little bit of paprika and a little bit of garlic powder, and we're going to give that a good mix, and that's it. So that's our wonderful Zinger mayo. There you go, and all we got to do is stick that in the fridge whilst we crack on with the chicken. So our seasoning on the outside of the chicken can't be any easier. We're using our Zinger seasoning that we made. We don't want to get that silicone thing. Want a couple of tablespoons of that in there, and we want to give it a good mix. And that is our coating right there. What you've got to do is take your chicken out of the buttermilk and put straight in there. You don't shake off, you don't drain, you don't do anything. You go straight from there to there, and it's dredged in that flour. So here we go. So it's a good dredging in there. We want a tray and a rack, because when we dredge these this next time, they go on the rack to rest for 10 minutes. Okay, in here I've got a bowl of water, all water. And what we're going to do is just move all that flour down there, and we're going to take the chicken and we're going to put it in there, and I'm going to take it from there, I'm going to put it in there. And that has given us our gnarly chicken. That goes to rest on there. Same again, water, chicken, swim in. Out of there. Out of there into the flour. So you guessed it, we're doing it with all our chicken. So that's our chicken on there, look, nice and steady, just leave it 10 minutes. Okay, it's a straightforward fry. We're going to do a semi-deep fry. I want enough oil in there, you know. Get a little bit of a heat going on there, and we're going to fry our chicken. So it's very straightforward, you guessed it. It's in there. Now don't try to fry it too hot. Smells amazing. Just give it a little nudge, make sure it's not stuck on the bottom. And then we're going to turn it. We're just going to turn it over, and then we're going to turn it back again in a minute. Okay, and when you had a few minutes cooking that, out it comes. So I'm going to be taking that out of there, and we want to put it to rest. And in there with the rest. And when it comes out, you take a little bit of your Zinger seasoning and you sprinkle it over the top. There we go, there's our chicken. A little bit of seasoning over there, pep it up. Looks amazing. It looks like KFC. So all we got to do is make it up, come on. So we want to be taking some of our mayo sauce on that bottom. Nice splurge on there, look. Fabulous. And we want to be taking some green stuff for colour on there. And then you have to decide how much chicken you want on there. Do we go like that? Now I'm going to turn mine into a chicken cheeseburger. So we're going to put a little bit of cheese on there. Coming in there with some of that plastic cheese. Fabulous. Now this is not going to melt, obviously. But we're not bothered about that. We just want to eat it. Oh, yes, please. And we want a good blob of that sauce on there. And that is going on the top. Oh, look at those. And of course we want to be grabbing ourselves a knife. Oh, crunchy. 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 And look in there. Perfectly cooked chicken. There you go, that's my version of a Zinger cheeseburger. Oh, it looks superb. It smells wonderful. Look in there. Come on. Oh, we're in. That is absolutely off the... That's incredible. That is superb. Fantastic flavour on there. A little bit of heat with that cayenne pepper, you know, but you can omit that cayenne pepper or you can put more in, entirely up to you. That is a fantastic flavour. And that cheese just adds to it. You know, it's a cheeseburger, isn't it, you know? But we've made a Zinger chicken cheeseburger. That is sensational. Really like that. If you like what we're doing, don't forget to share with your friends. Tell them how easy it is to make a Zinger burger. If you do like what we're doing, a big thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel, ring that bell. Catch you in the next video.